Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Sterile here. It's not bright and freaking early. It's about 8 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. All right, this morning was one of those mornings where I just didn't really find anything in particular I wanted to talk about, any stories that really grabbed my attention. And instead of just doing a video in something I wasn't interested in, I decided to wait a little while. So here I am. As more time went by, I feel kind of bad not making a video because I know there's a small group of viewers that watch my video as soon as it downloads. So this is, more than anything, this is for them. I want to touch base on some of the stuff that's just going through my mind this morning. I want to apologize for the light here. In other videos, I've disconnected this light so I wasn't interfering with the video. And I think the wirings got loose. So I went to disconnect it just now, and I heard some sizzling. So I was like, oh crap, I don't want to burn the freaking place down. So I left it on. So I apologize for this light here, but it's better safe than sorry. All right, let's just chat this morning. I've seen more news on Hunter Biden, and I just want to touch base briefly on that again. Even see Democrats in Congress criticizing the president for this. Let me say this first of all, I'm a recovering addict with 18 years clean and sober, and the stuff I put my family through, my mother through, my sister, I still feel terrible. I still can't make up for it. We have a great relationship now. But I could totally understand how a parent would stick by their son or their daughter or whatever. Here's the thing. Hunter is in recovery. I don't know how long he's been in recovery, but I truly believe, that he's been free of drugs and alcohol for whatever amount of time. Because once you're in recovery, people watch you, like me. If one day I'm a little more happy, or I'm laughing a little more than usual, or I'm singing, people will give me a sideways glance, like, is Daryl using again, or is he drinking, or something like that. So you're always in the spotlight when you're in recovery. So that's why I say I trust Hunter Biden, that he's clean and sober. I see people comparing him to Donald Trump Jr., and if I had to trust one or the other, I think Donald Trump Jr. has been, his actions and he's been very questionable in a lot of the videos he did where he looks like he's using. So I think it's kind of funny that people would say that, somehow Donald Trump Jr. is on some kind of moral high ground when it comes to drug use. Okay, so President Biden, he said he wasn't going to pardon him, said it over and over again, and now he pardoned him. Do I have a problem with that? No, not at all. Like I said, I completely understand, especially because you see the vindictiveness of the incoming Trump administration, Trump himself, and everybody around him. How they talk. Now that they've been elected, I really see more talk on what they plan on doing to their enemies, to the Democrats. You even look at Trump's Thanksgiving tweet. Still the radical left lunatics. I really believe that him and his whole administration are going to be bent on perceived wrongs of persecuting people they think screwed him over. Donald Trump is famous for that. So, Joe Biden seeing that, knowing that his son is going to be facing hell, I'm sure the Trump administration has had plans to lock him up for as long as they could. I don't blame Joe one bit for waiting till after the election. And here's the bottom line: the American people turned their back on Joe Biden. He's old and all that, but that's all you kept seeing in the news. Look at Biden, he's falling all over. He doesn't remember where he is. And he might be old, but he hears that stuff, he sees that stuff, and the American people pretty much just pushed him off the platform. I'm kind of glad. I'm glad he didn't run. He should have never run in the first place. But I believe the American people turned their back on him, and I don't blame him. So what I see him saying is, screw the American people. I'm going to look out for my family now. That's what I see him saying, and God bless him. Good for him. And for as far as Hunter Biden, all these people calling him a crackhead or whatever, this and that. I hate that. I can call myself that, and other recovering addicts can call me that. But somebody who has never used or experienced, addiction or anything like that, they better keep that out of their mouths. I do not want to, don't ever let me, somebody that's never used, be judging me on that. Like I said, it's okay. It's one of those nicknames or slurs or whatever you want to call it. That's okay for me to say about myself or for another recovering addict, but I don't want to catch nobody else saying that. All right. Other stuff that's been going on in my life, speaking of drugs, it's been 18 years, and I still have drug dreams. I haven't used since October 23rd of 2006, and I'd say for the last 2 or 3 nights, and probably before that, because I don't remember dreams very well, but the last couple nights, I have these dreams, and the dream is always where half of me realizes that I'm clean and sober, but half of me is still using. In the dream, I'm always like I have anxiety that I have to go score, whatever it is, the 2 drugs that I was using. I want to try to get this video monetized, so I won't say the specific drugs, but that's what I dream of, and I see the drugs, and I'm offering to buy them in the dream and offering money, and in the dream the money will turn to monopoly money, or it'll blow away, or the drugs will blow away, or somehow it's always a big panic that I'm trying to score these drugs, but yet at the same time in these dreams I'm aware that I'm clean and sober. And I know that I shouldn't be doing this. So it's kind of weird. But 18 years later, and I'm still having drug dreams on a regular basis. And I haven't touched it. I haven't even seen, hell, I haven't even smelled marijuana. Swear to God, because I'm nowhere near around it. This place I live in is over 55. And if anybody smokes, they don't do it around here, around me. So I haven't even smelled marijuana in 18 years. So that's how far away I've been from drugs, and I still dream about this stuff. One last thing, I heard something interesting this morning, this theory. The person brought up the fact that he's never dreamt, or people he knows has never dreamt of a cell phone, their cell phone. Seeing how important and close to us our cell phones are. I thought about that. How come I never dream about my cell phone? Because I have, you get anxiety. If you think you lost it or you misplaced it, it's anxiety. And those are the things you usually dream about, But he's right. I've never dreamt about my cell phone or laptop or any computer, ever. And I guess like most people haven't either. And his theory was that this kind of confirms that we are in a simulation. That is, something is programming us or keeping us from dreaming or thinking about specific things in our sleep. I don't know any other explanation for it, but it's an interesting hypothesis. Let me know what you think about that. Have you ever dreamt of your cell phone? I'd love to hear if you have, because anybody and everybody I've talked to, no one has ever dreamt about their cell phone or their computer or their laptop or anything. So let me know what you think about that. Are we living in a simulation? Have you dreamt about your cell phone? All right. I'm sorry this was kind of a ragtag video. I'll be back later with a tight video. You guys have a good Tuesday.